how does a criminal conviction affect immigration status? Well, we need to understand that a person who's not a citizen has either they're here on a visa or they're here with lawful permanent residency, and that's just a privilege that can be withdrawn at any moment in time. So if a person goes ahead and incurs a conviction, especially if it's considered an aggravated felony for immigration purposes or a crime of moral turpitude, it can lead the way to a person losing their immigration status and ultimately getting deported from the country that they know is home. So what types of crimes can ultimately affect a person's immigration status? The major categories, you can say, are what is typically known as an aggravated felony. That being said, it doesn't have to be a felony in state court for it to be considered an aggravated felony. What are types of aggravated felonies? Well, they can be murder, rape, sexual abuse, domestic violence. But there's also crimes of moral turpitude that can also lead to putting your immigration status in jeopardy, such as domestic violence, such as a DUI with personal injury, hit and run with personal injury, crimes that perhaps in state court are not as aggravating, but can ultimately have detrimental consequences in immigration. So what happens if ICE places a hold once you're arrested? Normally what happens is, say one of two things. You either plead out and you have a conviction, or you're able to win your case and you don't have a conviction. Well, ICE can, with that hold, what happens is once the local authorities release you, they have to hold you for a specific number of hours so that ICE has an opportunity to come and get you and transfer you into ICE custody. Therein, you're no longer in state court, but now you're in federal court and you're fighting for your opportunity to stay in the United States. What type of an attorney do you need to fight a criminal case, but knowing that you may also have immigration consequences? It's very important that the person that you hire have knowledge in both areas, because although the court is never going to ask what your immigration status is in the United States, the attorney must, so that we take extra precautions to ensure that whatever you're going to plead to, one, that we try to avoid any and all immigration consequences, if at all possible, but two, that you know fully from the start what those consequences may be so that you can take an informed decision on that matter. If you're a person who is not only facing criminal charges, but may also result in an immigration consequence, I urge you to reach out to Confianza Legal for a free consultation.